morning. Good morning. Welcome, everyone. Let's start with the opening of the ICB conference. Professor Ortega, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Vice Rector for Innovation of Universidad Autónoma. And I would like also to welcome Lieutenant Colonel Lucina, who is the Vice Head of the Criminalistic Service, for being here. So let's go with some points about the technical work, the technical issues, but also about the organizational issues and some other announcements of the conference. My name is Javier Ortega Garcia. I'm chairing this conference. I come from, as I've said, from Universidad Autónoma Madrid, which is not this university. This is the Technical University of Madrid. And I'm the head of the biometric recognition group at my university. I would like to start by thanking all the sponsors and all the institutional support we have had for this conference, starting from the technical point of view with the technical co-sponsors, which is IAPR, the TC4, the Technical Committee for Biometrics, and also the IEEE Biometrics Council. Then to the platinum sponsors, Safran Morpho, Telefónica through the Cátedra UAM Telefónica, and the FP7 European project Tabula Rasa. And also I want to thank the silver sponsors, which is Thales and Cognitech. And finally, I would like to thank also all the institutions that have also supported the conference. That's my university and lab, and then the European Association for Biometrics, the Biometrics Institute, the FP7 project BEAT, the Spanish Guardia Civil, and then the COST initiative through COST Action IC 1106. I want to thank all of them for making also possible that this conference can see the light. We are in a historical building, as you can notice. This building, the main entrance building, was started in 1884. This is a real picture of about the starting of the 20th century of the place. As you see, there were no streets at that time, and it has been declared National Historical Building. Regarding the place, we are here in the conference room, and the other place where things will occur is the main entrance hall. So we will communicate through from one to another. This second building is the conference room, was inaugurated by His Royal Majesty Don Alfonso XIII, the King of Spain, from 1902 to 1931, and he addressed the first speech here, and he's the grandfather of the current King of Spain, King Juan Carlos I. In this room, there will be the keynote speeches all 3 days, all the oral sessions, 2 each day from 1 to 6. And then today, I will explain later on, there will be a competitions session. Tomorrow there will be a panel discussion, and also this special unique identification Authority of India special oral session. And the last day there will be the awards and closing ceremony. And also every day, I will explain later on, there will be some meetings from European Association for Biometrics, IAPR, and the COST IC 1106 working groups meeting. And then we have the other building, the main or the the oldest one, which is the main entrance hall. It's a Spanish patio style. I will start now with the technical figures of this conference. We received 212 standard papers, plus 4 papers on the competitions that were going on, with a double-blind review. We distribute all papers in 8 areas with 16 area chairs, which selected the reviewers and interacted with them, and also with the PC chairs. So they were done a review plus a meta review of all papers. We had 773 reviews with 123 reviewers, and then author rebuttals, reviewer discussions, meta reviews. That finally that ended with the PC chair's decisions of accepting or rejecting papers. Of course, the papers from PC and area chairs were handled without their involvement. So we came to a final figures of, as you see, 72 accepted papers, 24 oral and 48 posters, which gives 33.9% acceptance rate, which is a rather low rate, plus 4 competition papers with the same review process, which are going to be presented as oral papers in the competitions session. Regarding the distribution of papers by areas, the 8 areas were these: forensics, fusion, gait and soft biometrics, systems and security, iris and ocular, other biometrics like handwriting, like speech, finger and palm and face. You see here the accepted and the rejected in each area. So we have 3 rejected, none accepted in forensics. In fusion, none accepted, 6 rejected. 5 plus 5 in gait and soft biometrics. 7 accepted and 21 rejected in systems and security. 13 accepted, 20 rejected in iris and ocular. 14 accepted, 22 rejected in other biometrics. 13 accepted and 25 rejected in finger and palm. And this is the area in which more papers we had, which is face, with 24 accepted and 38 rejected. In terms of regional distribution, global distribution of the affiliation of the first author, that's how we did the classification. We had 30 accepted papers from Europe, 27 from Asia, 17 from North America, 1 from South America, and 1 from Australia. Regarding specific countries of the affiliation of the first author, of the accepted papers, we have 17 papers from China, 16 from the US, and then 5 from UK, Italy, Spain, and Switzerland, 4, Finland, India, Japan, 3, Cuba, Germany, Netherlands, 2, and then Australia, Austria, Brazil, Denmark, France, Norway, Poland, Singapore, South Korea, Sweden, and Thailand. You can see this in the world map. Of course, as you see, China and US are the biggest points. And also in Europe, we have a global point of 30 papers distributed in several countries. The main of them are Italy, Spain, Switzerland, and the UK. Also Norway and... In terms of attendees by country, of course, this is always affiliation, your affiliation. We have The global numbers are including keynotes and tutors and some invited speakers. We have a number of about 150 attendees, which are distributed like this, okay? And we have also in terms of the Mappa Mundi, we have this distribution. Yesterday, there were the tutorials. There were 2 morning tutorials, latent fingerprint and palm print recognition, addressed by Dr. Jianjiang Feng from the University Tsinghua from China. And then sparse representation and biometrics, Dr. Alan Zhang from the University of California, Berkeley, USA. And then in the afternoon, we had the evidential evaluation in forensic biometrics by Professor Joaquín González Rodríguez and Dr. Daniel Ramos Castro from Universidad Autónoma de Madrid, supported by the Cost Action. And then the last tutorial was on biometric template protection by Dr. Shantanu Rane, Mitsubishi Electric Research Lab. The attendance was quite high. The average was 25 people in each of these tutorials, these are current pictures of those sessions. Okay, let me go into some details of the schedule of these 3 days. We will start after this opening session with the first keynote by Professor Anil Jain, 50 years of biometric research, the solved, the unsolved, and the unexplored. Then we will go for a coffee break to the other building. And then all days is the same scheme. It means after the coffee break, we will have an oral session. It's four oral papers. In this case, it will be face representation and fusion. And then we will go for a poster session spotlight, okay? It's 2-3 minutes per poster that will be here, okay? These are the posters. This afternoon session, poster session, will be presented here as a spotlight session, okay? So you can have a picture of all the posters that will be in the afternoon poster session. Then we will have at 12:13 lunch all days. And then in the afternoon, we will go for the second oral session, 4 oral papers on ear and behavioral biometrics, the already mentioned poster session, and today there will be a specific competitions session, okay, with the 4 oral papers accepted for presentation. And after the conference, for those of you who want to know and want to attend this European Association for Biometrics Special Interest Group Academia Assembly, those of you who want to attend, you are also welcome. This afternoon, this afternoon, it will be daylight, so at 7 p.m., we will have in the main entrance hall a welcome reception. You are kindly welcome, and if you are traveling with some partner, please come and join us. Tomorrow it will be quite similar scheme, but we will start with a special oral session at 8:30. This guy, Ashok Pal Singh, is the Deputy Director General of the Unique ID Authority of India, and he will be talking of this ultra large scale project in India, ID for a billion people, okay? That's a special session. And then we will go with keynote 2, which is Christophe Champeau from Lausanne University, Forensic Science and Biometric Systems, an Impossible Mix. And then coffee break. Oral session 3 will be on ocular biometrics. There will be the spotlight of the afternoon poster session. Tomorrow at 12:30 there will be the lunch and also the doctoral consortium lunch in a specific corner of the same main entrance hall. And then in the afternoon, the oral session will be on soft biometrics. Then the poster session plus the doctoral consortium. And we will end tomorrow regular sessions with a panel discussion. Okay, you have the details also in the program and so on. It will be chaired by Professor Tisarelli from Italy. And there will be, after this panel session, there will be the IAPR General Assembly plus some TC4 meetings after the conference. Then at, the time is wrong. It will start at 8 p.m. That's the correct time. I will give you some details afterwards, talking about social things, okay? It will be the not welcome reception, but this is a copy and paste error, so it's the banquet dinner plus flamenco show. And the last day, on Friday, we will have at 9 the last keynote speaker, which is Jean-Christophe Fondeur from Safran Morpho, and he will talk about biometric research from the lab to large-scale deployment. Then the coffee break, the oral session 5 on fingerprint and security, the poster session 3 spotlight, and then in the afternoon, we will have the last oral session, regular session, on face acquisition and analysis, the last poster session, and to end with the conference with the awards and closing session ceremony. And then afterwards, the Coast Action IC-1106 will meet for the working groups meeting. Okay, so that's the plan of the conference. We have, as I already mentioned, Tabula Rasa is a huge European project going on, in which they are trying to do spoofing and vulnerability of biometric systems. And they have a spoofing challenge here in the conference, during the conference. Okay, so we invite all participants to develop ingenious attacks plans. You can be during the coffee break and so on, thinking on how to spoof the systems, okay? And the challenge is to deceive several biometric authentication systems based on 2D visible face, 2D infrared face, speech and fingerprint. Okay, you see some masks they have prepared for us. Okay, and you will find in one corner of the main entrance hall this poster with the signs to the place where this spoofing challenge will be held. Okay, it's the so-called director's room from the main entrance hall. This challenge will be conducted today at all times during the conference and tomorrow morning. Okay, so please do your best attacking plans and try to deceive the systems. And there will be a best spoofing attack award plus a Samsung Galaxy Tab. Regarding awards, we have some awards in the conference. The most important is the IAPR YBIA, which stands for Young Biometric Investigator Award, which will be announced at the banquet dinner, and he or she will be given a 30-minute talk in the last award ceremony. Then we will have the Best Biometrics Student Paper Award. We will have also the already mentioned Tabula Rasa Spoofing Challenge and the award. Then the Best Voted Posted Award, one per day. This will be supported by Springer. So please vote and follow the chair's indication to make your voting after attending the poster session. We will have the Best Reviewer and Young Reviewer Awards. And finally, we will have the Best Doctoral Consortium Poster Award, also supported by Springer. Some announcement of the conference. Of course, you can find in your bags the e-proceedings in your pen drives. This will be online published by IEEE Explorer. All the local committee guys, we have this yellow badge to be clearly identified. If you need help, support, or any kind of attention, please come to us. Please wear your badges visibly while in the conference venue. Don't forget your lunch coupons, okay? Lunch will be served by a charity organization called CEPI, which integrates disadvantaged young people through waiter training and cuisine courses. This is also an actual photo of what was going yesterday in the main entrance hall. So please, you have your lunch coupons. You can buy also coupons if you didn't did it beforehand. I would recommend to go in 2 waves, let's say, because if all the attendees go at the same time, 12:30, there will be a huge 2 files. There will be, you know, if you go at 12:30, some of you, and then at something like 10 to 1 or 1 even, you will have time enough to have lunch, and it will be more comfortable for all of us. You have a wireless connection, though it is not, sometimes in some places it may be weak. The network is Invitados UPM. Invitados is invited in Spanish. UPN is the Universidad Politécnica Madrid. User ICB-2013 at Invitados UPM, and the password, don't tell anyone, is Madrid 2013. Some words on the social events, especially on banquet dinner. It will be, we will upload these slides in the website, so you will find this specific map there. It's the ABC Serrano building, which is a very, very nice building in the let's say the biggest avenue in Madrid, Paseo Castellana. Okay, this is Paseo Castellana. It cuts Madrid from north to south. And this building here, we recommend to enter through this other street. Is the Serrano Street. The Serrano is the expensive shopping street of Madrid. If you want to do expensive shopping, please go to Serrano. But it's also a very nice street. Okay, it will be held on Thursday at 8 p.m. Okay, this is the right place and time, from 8 to something like 11 or 11 and something. It's at a 20-minute walk distance from here, but if you prefer to take the very convenient metro network, you can go to this Rubén Darío metro station and then do a 5-minute walk from there. Okay? Smart casual dressing is okay. We have still tickets available. This is a must-see, a must-do thing when you come to Spain. Okay, so please, you can buy your tickets. We will start at 10 with an aperitif at the terrace. Very nice place. If it doesn't rain, rain is not expected at that time. And then we will go to the gala dinner with a very special chef, with this Pedro Larumbe. And we will end with a real and very good flamenco show during the dessert and so on. This is a must-see thing, a real good thing to see when being in Spain. I would like to thank not only the organizations, but also the people. Okay, we've been working, the guys from local committee, we have been working for more than 1 year, okay? But there has been a lot of people working with us. In fact, we did yesterday a dinner with all technical staff people because they did a huge work. But I want to stress some names, you know, because some people made a valuable help. Regarding, of course, the co-chairs of this conference, Arun Ross and Tianyu Tan, they did a huge effort to help us, and also all the people from the advisory board, all of them, please, especially Anil Jain and Massimo Tistarelli. And then the 4 program chairs, as you can imagine, they made a huge effort. Julian Fierrez, Ajay Kumar, Mayank Batsa, and Raymond Belhus. Thanks to all of them. The people from the sponsorship chair, most especially Christoph Busch. And then all the people from tutorial, competition, publicity, doctoral consortium, and publication chairs. I would like to stress especially Jean-Luc Dugelet, Sébastien Marcel, and Zenan Zun. Okay, and then the area chairs and program committee members, and last but not least, all the people from the local committee. Okay, I want to say some names, not only these: Javier Eslava as a webmaster, Esther González Sosa, but also Marta, also Pedro Tomé, also Maria, Fatima, Sandra, Sara, also Alicia. Several Javiers around, Javier González, Javier Franco, everyone. I'm really grateful for your, Alvaro, for your huge help, especially in the last 10 days. You have avoided that this could become a nightmare, and has been a huge effort, but a very nice job and very nice thing. And last, that I will conclude with this welcome to ICB in Madrid, which in Spanish we say bienvenido, bienvenue, like in French, a ICB 2013 en Madrid. Thank you to all of you for coming, and have an excellent conference. Thank you.
Thanks, Professor Ortega. Colonel Lucena, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On behalf of Guardia Civil, the Spanish police service with military status equivalent to French gendarmerie or Italian carabinieri, it's a pleasure to support this 6th International Conference on Biometrics, which we are pleased to have this time in Madrid, actually just some 100 meters away from the headquarters. As Vice Head of the Criminalistic Service, I want to highlight the impact that biometrics is having in our daily work, and the importance of the research you all are conducting for the proper development of our labs in the coming future. Our track record of more than 15 years of collaboration with the local organizers of this conference, the ATBS Biometric Recognition Group at Universidad Autónoma de Madrid, have shown us the relevance of close cooperation between research groups and case-solving laboratories. Starting from our very first forensic automatic speaker recognition system in 1919, called Identibox, then to the first AFIS-like national level speaker search system, successfully deployed in 2004, called Cybox, to our recent handwritten forensic recognition tool, called Biographo version 2.0, or the latest likelihood ratio computation tools from fingerprint commercial AFIS scores. The collaboration with ICB's researchers have provided our criminalistic service the direct contact and access to the latest developments and technologies that the biometric community gathered here today has to offer. We, as a public service, want to encourage all of you to establish close collaboration with your national and regional forensic services, fully conscious of the huge need they have from your knowledge and expertise. We will speak vocally of actual forensic science when scientists as you closely meet the forensic practitioners, and both parts properly understand the needs and potential of each other's backgrounds and expertise. To conclude, I just want to congratulate the organizing committee of the conference for having this biannual series of meetings, to thank the local organizers for bringing the conference to Madrid, which facilitates some of our laboratory experts to enjoy the conference this week, and to wish all you the best for a productive and successful week in Madrid. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, dear Colonel Lucena, Vice Head of the Criminalistic Service of the Spanish Guardia Civil, a long-time friend and a long-time collaborator of our university in biometrics. Dear Professor Ortega Garcia, dear Javier, General Chair of the conference, dear attendants, university colleagues and friends. I shall be very brief because I see that you have a very interesting but also a very demanding program. First of all, what I want to do is to thank, on behalf of the Rector of the Universidad Autónoma de Madrid, to have the trust that the Biometrics Council of the IEEE and the Technical Committee on Biometrics of the IAPR have shown trusting our university, trusting the ATBS group with the organization of such an important conference as the ICB-2013 conference that we are going to open now. I also want to thank the Escuela de Minas for the gracious hosting of this meeting, for hosting in such a nice and such an historically important hall. I want to say just a few things. The first one is something quite obvious. I'm here as Vice Rector of Innovation of our university, and it's always important to remember, to emphasize that research and innovation are the keys for the well-being of our societies, for our sustainability, for to be able to keep on living as we do and working as we do. Certainly we live in difficult times. That is particularly the case in Spain. And in those times, sometimes one tends to pay more attention to the urgent than to the important. Okay? Today, I think that we are in the important. I think that a first-class conference as this one is a very good, it's a great opportunity to remember that we need research and innovation, and I certainly know firsthand that biometrics is a field in which there is constant research, constant innovation, and constant progress. Again, the program is quite dense. The social activities are also quite demanding, as far as I have seen. Okay, so let me finish by giving a special thanks to the organizers, to my colleagues and friends of the ATBS group for the very hard work that organizing such a conference as this one entails. They are my friends, and they are my colleagues. And besides, Javier is the director of the Polytechnic School where I teach, so I have to be friendly with them. But I think that we have to be also just. And I am proud to say that we have in our university, we have in our school, one of the European leading groups in biometrics research. The conference, the trust they have received in the organization of this conference proves it. So, congratulations. It's always quite difficult to organize a conference. There is a lot of work to do. There are quite a few worrying questions. Will everything be ready? When we arrived, the microphone didn't work. Now it works, so that's one of the last time glitches that may happen. Will there be enough support? Will there be enough attendance? There is always plenty of uncertainty when setting up a conference. I have known that firsthand, and I probably many of you have also gone through those times of hope and also uncertainty. But in those cases, the best way to proceed, as we all know, is simply to work hard, to do the right things, and very important, to have a good message, to have a very good content, and to have a good scientific community to which address the conference. Seeing what we can see from this table here, I guess that in this case, that those actions, that good work, that good community will pay in a very successful conference. So, congratulations to all of you. Thanks again. I wish you a very fruitful conference that I think, Javier, that we can declare formally open. Thank you.
Okay, so this session is closed, and we can go on with the keynote speaker, with Professor Anil Jain.